How was your first flight?
Captain does turn off the fasten seatbelts.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to Hawaii and it is going to be super fun.
You ready for your first flight?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what's happening?
Like 20 minutes.
Are you doing your fish impression?
Flynn's gonna have fun looking at you this week.
These are Cheerios. I know it just looked like I was like
Just popping some Cheerios?
Cheerios. Okay.
I'm glad that you child-proofed the Cheerios.
Well, I was trying to find things that will entertain my son on a 5.5-hour flight, and he likes
Pill containers.
no, just little containers that are hard to open. He likes, and so I filled one with Cheerios. I cleaned it. Calm down.
They're prescription Cheerios.
Prescription Cheerios. Look at all these people that we're bringing with us here to Hawaii. So many people.
Is the first thing you're going to do is go to your hotel?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the hotel, and then I'm gonna put on my bathing suit and go straight to the beach. In fact, Flynn's bathing suit's in my backpack.
You excited, Jake?
Boys.
I'm just going to like get inside and then just slip on my swimsuit and then just leave. To go to the...
What are you going to do on the airplane?
I don't know, maybe read or do dots and dots if I have a pen and then
It's not the best tasting in the world, though.
TVs, maybe watch a movie.
What are you going to do on the airplane?
Oh.
What?
Watch Mickey Mouse and go out.
Oh, I hope they have some Mickey Mouse movies for you. They might not. If they don't, what are you going to do? Look out the window?
He's gonna eat
Sit,
some.
sit quietly.
Oh,
It looks like Bailey's got a very easy dot to dot going here.
cute.
Look at that. Trying to watch the Mickey Mouse.
You guys ready to go?
We are in the airplane. And it was kind of a trek to get here, but it was really good. Like, the kids knew what they were doing, and the little kids that didn't stayed close. I was even nursing Luke, like, as we were going through security, and they were really nice and helpful. And then I was nursing him, like, the walk down the terminal, and my sweatshirt has this giant milk, like, spot on it, because I think he was just nursing and dripping while he was doing that, but that's okay, because he was happy. He's been happy this whole time. He was happy to drive to the airport, and he's been happy for most of the sitting in the terminal, so it's been good so far. We'll see how the plane ride goes.
So right now we're on the airplane, and it is so much fun. Duncan is watching a little movie, and me too.
So we'll see how Luke does. This is his first flight, so I don't know. His ears might be sensitive, and I'm a little worried for him, but we'll see how it goes.
Are we almost there?
Yeah.
Is that a good flight? Let's look outside. What's it look like out there? Oh, pretty. Hawaii's out there?
We will be taxiing for the next few moments, so please remain comfortably seated with your seatbelts securely fastened until we do reach
How was
the
your
gate.
first flight?
The captain does turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Did we make it? We made it.
Oh, you're here. You're here.
Ready? How do you say hello here?
Hello.
You say aloha.
Yeah.
Very good.
Are you gonna smile? Big smiles. Can you do a smile? Aww. Can you do a smile? Yeah, big smiles. Will you smile? Yeah, are you having so much fun, mister.
Look at you.
He was crying, but they gave him the necklace and he calmed down.
Look at you. He fell asleep.
Okay, you need it or I put it on you?
You woke up. What do you have here? What is this? Is that yours? Is it lemonade?
Nope.
No? Is this pineapple? Have you tried the pineapple yet? Take a bite of the pineapple. See how you like it.
Do you like it?
Do you like the pineapple?
Yeah. Well, I like it so much.
You like it so much?
Got a stick in it.
Yeah, you don't eat the stick. You can hold it, you can just hold the pineapple. You don't have to have it on the stick because it'll fall off the stick and then you'll be sad. There you go. Let me see about a napkin for you, sir. What do you think, Duncan? You gonna have fun here?
Water.
You guys wanna see the room?
Oh my goodness, that flight, it actually went way better than I had pictured it before we went, because Luke has been so sad lately. He's been really crying a lot. So our doctor had said to try something called Mylanta with him, and he gave us the right amount for his little body and all of that, because it's not usually for babies, and it helped him right away. It was so good. And I think that's really what made the flight extra magical, because he was a lot calmer, a lot happier than he's been in a long time. That's what I'm saying. Like like the fact that it took a 6-hour plane ride for my baby to just be happy for that length of time was, I don't know, kind of funny. I was anticipating it being a really rough flight. And no, it's not the same as like flying alone as an adult when you're flying with 5 children and one of them is an infant and one is a toddler who is potty training. There's still a lot that goes into that. But Christopher and I think have already, like, our expectations are not, you know, a luxurious flight to Hawaii where we just, you know, watch movies and sip on our drinks. Like, we're kind of always managing a child and like shifting back and forth, and that's what we do while we're on those flights. But this one actually did feel relaxing. Like, I did have a baby on me for most of the time and he was asleep for most of the time. Oh, that was amazing. Like, it just felt so wonderful to have him. I've got him right now actually too. See, he slept for the takeoff. He didn't even nurse at takeoff like I always do with my nursing babies, because it kind of helps with the ear pain that you can have at takeoff and landing. And he was too sleepy. He'd already fallen asleep, so he didn't nurse, and I was like ready in case he woke up. But he didn't wake up. He slept through the whole thing. And I'll also sometimes use pacifiers, just so you know, just for that tip. If you're worried about your baby at takeoff or landing, I recommend nursing or having a pacifier or a bottle, or however you can help them to kind of activate that like sucking or chewing motion. Our bigger kids chew gum at takeoff. We got up in the air. Duncan was actually the hardest, I'd say. He really didn't want to follow airplane rules. And I wasn't expecting that. Like, I thought he'd be a little better behaved, but we have to work on that with him. He kept taking his seatbelt off and unbuckling it and kind of wanted to run around a lot. And we had to really teach him that, you know, you've got to stay in your seatbelt. And I think he still needs to learn a little bit there. But he did do pretty well, like watching movies and things like that. So that was good. Jacob was really helpful. He sat in between me and Duncan, and he helped so much with Duncan. I was really proud of him, and he's a really good kid. He paid such good attention to what Duncan needed, and he helped him like adjust the screen for the video, and he helped him buckle up like a million times, and he helped him with all of his food. Duncan spilled a little bit at one point, and Jacob didn't like get upset or complain that he got a little spilled on. So it was really sweet of him. And then Duncan went to the bathroom every single time he needed to. Like, he didn't wet his pants or anything, even though he's still in early stages of potty training. Like, I was really proud of him for that. He did need to change his pants because he spilled on himself, but it wasn't pee or anything else. Bailey and Parker, I feel like I didn't even hear from. They were sitting in front of me and they were sitting next to Christopher. And I feel like they had a really chill trip. Christopher was assisting me a lot of the time. Christopher and I were both on the aisle and I would like lift my leg up and nudge him because I couldn't move my hands, and he had headphones on, so I couldn't say like, Christopher. So I would nudge him with my foot in the middle of the aisle and get his attention. And I ended up kind of doing it a lot, but he would get things out of the diaper bag for me and stuff like that because it was by his feet. He was helping me and then also helping with Duncan when Duncan was getting too out of control. That's how the seating arrangement went. I thought it was perfect. I do think, other than me nudging Christopher, I think he had a good flight, and I think Bailey and Parker had a great flight. And I actually watched 2 movies all the way through. I have not done that on any flight since we've had children. Like, how is it that we've got a newborn and 5 children total and I'm watching 2 movies on my way to Hawaii? It felt like a dream flight, and really, really, we needed that. So I'm just really grateful that it went so well. Thinking back to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? That was amazing. I don't know what the flight home will look like. But this was really good. This is setting a whole new standard for us. We're gonna be like, okay kids, like, remember that time we flew to Hawaii and it was amazing? Let's do that again. But I will say the one time when things were really, really rough was when we landed and Luke did not like that. Like, I could really tell it was affecting his ears, and I was trying so hard to nurse him, but he wouldn't nurse because I think he was so full. So I think his ears were just like really, really hurting him, and he was crying and crying, and it was like he invented a new way of crying because he had a whole new sound that he had never made before. So I could tell that he was like really upset. So that was hard, but even then, like, for that to be the only thing and the only major bout of crying was like really amazing. And now we're here. Aloha.
What are you gonna do?
The slide!
The slide? Okay, let me see it. Must be pretty brave to go down this treacherous slide.
Scarier than it looks.
I'll make an example.
For you or for them? Whoa!
That's what I mean.
Don't do it that way. Sit down and then slide. Don't jump.
Ready?
No jumping.
Ready, guys?
Yeah, just sit down and go down the slide, okay?